Have you reflected on sort of your rise from someone who was, as Ariel just pointed out, a guy not on the main card before, and now the guy headlining? Did you come along at the right time, which is basically a bad time for the UFC, and you filled the void?
I think you're mistaken that it's a bad time for the UFC. I mean, how can it be a bad time when this is going on? How can it be a bad time when all these great things are happening? The Fox partnership, the Reebok deal, the Mexico card, all of these things. How the fuck can times be bad? The money is rolling, my friend. Times are good. The sport is as big as it's ever been, and it's continuing to grow. I could have come in at any time. I could have come in with anyone around. And I mean, Anderson still is around. They are still around. Ronda, John. It's times are good, and it does not matter. I could have came in at any time and done what I'm doing. So,
one follow up on that. A few years ago, they didn't have your weight class. Do you reflect on that, and do you think if you came along a few years before, when the UFC was just having bigger guys fighting, how that might have went for you? And do you think that because most guys are your size, most guys aren't Brock Lesnar's size, do you think fans can identify with you more in guys in those lighter weight classes?
I don't know if it's about identifying with size-wise, you know what I mean? But everyone is different. Everyone that comes into this game has a different shape, a different approach, and it's all interesting. If you're interested in combat sport, if you're interested in martial arts philosophies, and you're interested in the way people who step inside the octagon approach the game and the way they fight and the way they handle it, you are interested in it. It doesn't matter about like size or nothing, but I cannot think of something like that. I'm doing my own thing, and it is what it is.
As the PSPG team, obviously ran the card in Dublin, and how much does it mean to come over and do it again with 3 more fighters on primetime TV in front of an American audience?
I'm thrilled to do it. You know what I mean? It's such big exposure for Cathal and Paddy, my teammates who have been with me from the start. You know what I mean? Such big exposure. This is American exposure now for them, and I am happy. And the camp has gone absolutely perfect. They are in phenomenal shape, and I expect them to steamroll their opponents. It's going to be a great event for the Irish once again.
Hey man, the last time you were in Boston, there was a video leading up. You basically were in your fight, second round. At the end of the second round, he asked how you're doing. You say you're feeling great. 30 seconds before that, you just hurt your knee. That to me was like a real testament to you, as like how your mindset is. But do you remember that moment, and what are your memories of that thing?
I remember feeling great. I felt fresh. It was my first time going into the tour, and I was like, I actually feel fucking amazing. Let's do fucking 10 rounds. So I was thinking in my head. So the knee, of course, popped at the time. The ACL was tore, but I did not. I suppose I didn't really realise what it was. I never felt that before, so I just kind of. It was just an unstable knee. It was what it was, but I remember feeling great.
It's a pretty amazing thing. Thank you.